Wildfires raging along the Southern California coastline in January. It's a sight we don't often see.
It was certainly an unexpected start to the year.
The Palisades fire threatened 10,000 homes, and the Eaton fire spread rapidly.
These events remind us that the threat of wildfires is present year-round in California.
We tend to think of fire season as a summer phenomenon, but these fires challenge that assumption.
That's right. California experiences over 8,000 wildfires annually.
That's an alarming number, isn't it?
It is. That number is significantly higher than what we saw 50 years ago when the fire season averaged only 78 days.
Satellite images of the Tuna Canyon Park coastline show homes reduced to ash. The intensity of these fires is truly devastating. What conditions caused this unusual January outbreak?
A key factor was the severe lack of rainfall in Southern California. This dry weather, coupled with low humidity, created a landscape primed for ignition. The vegetation was extremely flammable.
We also can't forget the influence of the Santa Ana winds.
Oh, absolutely. Those winds can reach speeds of up to 100 miles per hour, creating what firefighters call a blowtorch effect.
They pushed the fire forward and spread embers, making containment incredibly difficult.
Exactly.
While we often focus on these natural elements, we can't overlook the significant role of human actions.
You're absolutely right. A staggering 84% of California wildfires are human-caused.
That's a sobering statistic.
It is. This points to a concerning trend. As people move from city centers into areas with a higher fire risk, the likelihood of human-sparked ignitions increases.
The 2018 Camp Fire in Northern California is a stark reminder of the devastating consequences.
A fire that consumed over 100,000 hectares, all ignited by sparks from a car tire rim.
Arson and faulty electrical lines also contribute significantly to the problem.
Indeed. A 2022 audit report revealed that energy suppliers aren't doing enough to prevent fires caused by their infrastructure, putting public safety at risk.
These population density maps clearly illustrate the issue.
We're essentially building communities in the path of potential infernos. This, combined with the ongoing drought and dry conditions, creates a precarious situation.
We need to find ways to mitigate this risk and protect lives and property.
I completely agree. It's a complex challenge that requires a multifaceted approach, addressing both human and environmental factors.
So where do we begin?
Improved urban planning and stricter building codes in fire-prone areas would be good first steps. We also need to invest in fire-resistant building materials and encourage the creation of defensible spaces around homes.
That makes sense, making homes less vulnerable to wildfire.
Precisely. Public awareness campaigns are crucial as well, educating people about the risks and promoting responsible behavior. Simple actions like proper vehicle and equipment maintenance, clearing vegetation around homes, and caution during dry, windy conditions, these can make a real difference.
Early detection and rapid response are also essential.
Absolutely. We need to invest in advanced fire detection technologies like remote sensors and aerial surveillance to catch fires early, and we need to ensure our firefighting resources are adequately equipped and staffed to handle these increasingly frequent and intense wildfires.
What about prescribed burns as a preventative measure?
Prescribed burns can be an effective tool for reducing fuel loads and preventing large-scale wildfires.
But there's often resistance to that approach, right? Concerns about air quality and potential risks.
There are valid concerns. It's about finding the right balance. We need to manage fire risk while minimizing negative impacts.
And of course, climate change is a major factor exacerbating the problem.
No doubt. It intensifies droughts, increases the frequency of extreme weather events, all contributing to higher fire risk. Addressing climate change at a global level is crucial to mitigate these long-term impacts. That means reducing greenhouse gas emissions and transitioning to renewable energy sources.
So this really is a multifaceted issue.
It is. California's wildfire problem demands a collaborative effort. Government agencies, communities, individuals, we all have a role to play. A proactive approach is essential, prioritizing prevention, preparedness, and a deep understanding of how natural forces and human actions intersect. We need to adapt to this new reality of year-round fire danger.
It's a challenge we can't ignore.
It's a challenge we must face head-on, with innovation, collaboration, and a deep respect for the power of nature.
We spent this episode examining what's driving California's wildfire crisis.
It's a complex mix of drought, wind, and human actions creating this perfect storm.
And of course, climate change adds another layer of complexity to the issue.
Definitely. It's like adding fuel to an already already raging fire.
What solutions can we explore to tackle this challenge?
Well, there are some promising avenues with innovative technologies. For example, researchers are working on advanced sensors that can detect the very early signs of fire risk. These sensors can monitor things like temperature fluctuations, changes in how much moisture is in the vegetation, and they can even pick up on the presence of certain gases linked to combustion.
So they're like an early warning system for wildfire.
Exactly. They can give firefighters a much-needed head start, allowing them to respond faster and hopefully contain fires before they rage out of control.
That could be a game changer. What else is on the horizon?
Another exciting area is using artificial intelligence and those powerful machine learning algorithms to analyze massive amounts of data on wildfire behavior.
I'm always fascinated by the potential of AI.
Me too. In this case, these algorithms can identify patterns and predict how a fire might spread. This helps firefighters anticipate the fire's movements and strategically deploy resources.
That's incredible. It's like outsmarting the fire. But technology isn't the only answer, is it?
Not at all. Community-based approaches are absolutely crucial. We need to educate residents about fire-safe practices.
Like what kinds of things?
Encouraging defensible space measures around homes, teaching people the proper techniques for managing vegetation, and promoting responsible use of any fire sources.
So it's about empowering communities to be proactive.
Exactly. And community-wide preparedness is key too. Things like neighborhood watch programs specifically focused on fire safety can be very effective.
That makes a lot of sense.
Also, organizing community drills and having clear evacuation plans in place can ensure everyone knows what to do in an emergency.
So it's a combination of being prepared and knowing how to react quickly.
You got it. Building fire-adapted communities is a long-term goal, but it requires a shift in our thinking.
From reacting to wildfires to preventing them?
Exactly. It's about coexisting with fire, not just trying to fight it when it erupts.
That's a really important point.
California has a history of innovation and a deep connection to nature. I believe that by tapping into that spirit and working together, we can find solutions to lessen the impact of wildfires.
It's about building a safer, more resilient future for all Californians.
Until next time, goodbye.